TMC Tennis Stretching 101. Now, of the many injuries that you as a tennis player may sustain, here are the 3 most common ones that you should be aware of. Common tennis injury number 1, tennis elbow. The tennis elbow injury is commonly caused by overusage, like the repeated contraction of the forearm muscles that you use to straighten and raise your hand and wrist. Now, another way this can be generated, this injury, is from improper technique. So be careful. By basically not knowing what you're doing out there, you can put too much unnecessary pressure on the ligaments. And if you don't find a way to fix it right away, and you continuously stress those ligaments, tears will appear in the tendons. And that's going to have you sidelined and out of commission for a long time. Common tennis injury number 2, tennis shoulder. The tennis shoulder injury usually appears after you've overloaded the rotator cuff, when the muscle is contracting, okay, and is usually caused during the follow-through phase of the serve. The main symptom to know if you're experiencing a tennis shoulder injury is pain when the ball makes contact with your racket during your serving motion. Common tennis injury number 3, tennis ankle. The tennis ankle injury is one of the easiest to sustain and the most devastating when it happens. Why? Well, because it doesn't need to be built up over time for it to happen. One wrong move and ouch, you're done. Ankle injuries are caused by sudden sideways movements you make, such as pivoting while making a subtle but rapid change in direction. Now, these injuries, though common, are really awful and can slow down your progress a great deal. So, how can you decrease the chance of it happening to you in one of your matches or practice sessions? What's the remedy? Stretch. Yes, stretching, though oftentimes overlooked by the club player, is one of the best ways to avoid all 3 major injuries. Here are a few tennis stretches you should use before every match you play. Well, first off, for tennis elbow, we have the TES, or tennis elbow stretch. Now, the way you execute this stretch is first you extend your right arm out in front of you, with the fingers, this is important, pointing down and your palm facing you. Next, place your left hand over the fingers on your right hand. Then what you want to do is pull your fingers on the right hand down and inwards towards your body, all while keeping your arms straight. Okay? You're going to feel it. It's going to feel great to you. This is a really good stretch. This will help stretch and loosen those tendons and ligaments surrounding the elbow. Next, we have the cross shoulder stretch for the tennis shoulder injury. First, you want to raise the arm of the shoulder you intend to stretch so that it's parallel with the other shoulder, and stabilize the side of your shoulder and shoulder blade against a hard surface. Okay, that will keep the shoulder blade from moving or sliding forward when you begin the stretch. If the shoulder is moving, you'll be losing a lot of the benefit. Okay, next, reach across your body and position your arm in front of your chest, leaving about an inch of space between your arm and your chest. With the other hand, you want to lock onto the outside of the elbow of the right hand and pull your arm to the opposite side of the shoulder and inward towards your body. The arm that's being stretched should be right at or slightly above your pectoral muscles. Now, same with the last stretch, timing is crucial. You want to start out going 15 to 20 seconds, okay, and after you've done it for a while, after you've gotten more comfortable, feel free to extend that to 30 seconds for a stretch that's even more intense. Now, just a word of caution. If you start to feel a strong pain or pinching sensation in the front of your shoulder, something is wrong. Okay, so stop and readjust. You don't want to hurt yourself when you're trying to help yourself. Now the stretch to prevent the final injury, the awful ankle injury, the ankle extension. What you want to do with this one is start out by sitting in a chair or on the bench located on the tennis court. Okay, you want to make sure that you sit up straight. Don't slouch. But at the same time, keep in mind that you don't want tension in your body either, especially in your back. So simply relax your back against the back of the chair, but make sure you're upright. Okay? You don't want to be stiff as a board. You want to have some slack in there. Then what you want to do is you want to angle your feet so that the top of them are facing downwards towards the court. You want to imagine that you're pushing the top of your feet through the hard court, grass, or clay court surface that you're on. This is going to create an incredible stretch across the top of your ankles. Feel free to do one or both feet together. It's totally up to you. Now, of course, doing them both simultaneously can help you loosen up in less time. Okay, but you can do whatever feels best. By doing this stretch, you can achieve some incredible results, like increased muscle control, flexibility, and range of motion. If you do this correctly, you're going to be able to pivot and change direction while going at high speeds, while at the same time minimizing the risk of injury. Now listen, these are just 3 of the many stretching techniques out there for tennis players. But try these out to start, and you should have a much healthier time as you're kicking butt out there on the court. All right? So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and an even better game. And be sure to leave any comments or questions that you have about this tip down below in the comment box. Okay, and go ahead and visit tennismycamp.com/blog for more tennis tips, lessons, and strategies. See you later.